Hello everyone, my name is Zeotrax, and today we are going to do a review of Man of Steel, released in 2013, directed by Zack Snyder. Man of Steel is a Superman story of how he becomes trusted in the public, while Clark Kent becoming Superman, and while he saves the world from General Zod and his mischievous behavior. Best way I can describe this film, really. Zack Snyder as a director, I think y'all motherfuckers just praise way too much. But after watching this, film, I believe Zack Snyder can do good. I think he's a good director who definitely has a vision and a good idea. And he was just unfortunately fucked over by, Warner Brothers and all that. I still believe y'all motherfuckers suck him off way too much. Okay, separate rant for another day. But Man of Steel is fantastic. It does kickstart the DCEU, the DC Extended Universe, which unfortunately fell apart so fucking fast. So I didn't mention this in the script or the next script. So what happened with Man of Steel was that it was meant to launch the DC Extended Universe. Then we got Batman v Superman, which was a sequel to the film. And then that was supposed to lead right into Justice League. Now you see, Justice League was, it didn't go the way it was intended. Snyder had to leave due to family problems, and Joss Whedon was brought on to direct. And, the Avengers, what the Avengers did was they had a film setting up each of these characters so we get to know them, and so that way it's pretty cool when we see them. But no, these characters are set up. You only get 3 films where 3 of the Justice League members are set up. The other 3 characters are, shown on like Suicide Squad or Batman v Superman. And they don't get time to really, develop. So I think that just rushed way too fast. And then Ben Affleck left, Ray Fisher got fired, Ezra Miller's a dumbass, and Henry Cavill, we still don't know what's going on with Henry Cavill. Jason Momoa and Gal Gadot are pretty much the only people still on board. Well, Ben Affleck may be coming back. Who knows? So, what's going on is, obviously, we still got Shazam, and we still got, Shazam. So, wait, okay, hold on. Let me talk about this original lineup that we had right here. I'm going to bring it up. DCEU lineup. So, the original lineup that we had was, let me just bring it up here real quick. So, DCEU lineup. So, looks like this was the original. Nope. Original. Let's see. So, DC films. Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, we all got. Wonder Woman, we did get. Justice League Part 1, we did get. But, we never got a Justice League Part 2. Flash got canceled. Aquaman was the only thing that came out. What was that entitled DC film? I assume that would be the Batman, which then got delayed and wasn't part of the DCEU. We got Shazam. We didn't get Justice League Part 2, and then we got Cyborg and Green Lantern Corps. Never happened, honestly. So obviously it quickly really fell apart. So back to the actual video. I just wanted to bring some history onto that. So what's going on with the DCEU right now? Ben Affleck may be returning. Snyder isn't returning to do anything, it seems like. So yeah, sorry for getting off topic. Fair warning though, for this review, I can't judge it as a Superman film. I'm sorry, I know that this film may have some issues in terms of Superman as a character, how Snyder might have treated Superman himself if he's comic accurate. I've always been more into Batman. So when we get to Batman v Superman, I have a bit more to say. I'm more passionate about that character than I am with Superman. So I apologize for that. And if you do have comic recommendations on Superman, let me know down below. So my main takeaway was Man of Steel was its visuals. I make fun of Zack Snyder's visual style a lot. It does, get overbearing in some of the films, but this film is truly beautiful. The CGI is amazing, and the way the colors are saturated and all of that stuff. I think it looks great, but again, it does get a bit overwhelming at some point. So, yeah. This film is also structured nicely, you know, with us getting flashbacks to Clark's childhood, seeing him deal with his powers, you know, being able to see through people and shit would be terrifying. And, you know, it takes a bit for the main conflict to start. The first half of the movie is Clark discovering his past, discovering what Krypton is, discovering who he is, and becoming the Superman. I think Henry Cavill is great, and I, again, don't know how faithful he is to the character, but he does a great performance, and I hope we get to see him soon, and I hope Zaslav gets his hand out of his fucking ass, but, you know, fuck Zaslav. So, the action's also enjoyable, but I actually do want to mention this. So, the last hour or so of this film is just action, you know, which, in my opinion, it gets tiring after a bit. It starts to get to the point where you start checking on your phone, you start like getting up, you start pausing more. That's just how it is. It becomes mind-numbingly. I think, especially when it's something like a disaster approach, which, thinking about it more, I kind of don't really like how Superman just is going around fighting Zod and destroying the city while doing it. I think an aspect of the character is that he wants to save the city without causing as much damage, and also, you know, the fucking city gets destroyed, and, you know, I guess it's supposed to set up the events of Batman v Superman, but yeah. General Zod is also pretty cool, you know. I think it's good to have a change of pace from someone such as Lex Luthor, who's usually our main villain, and, you know, yeah. And if they wanted to, they could have gone for, like, Bizarro or something. I think the dynamic between Clark and his mother and Lois and Zod are all great, fantastic acting we have here again. So, again, Henry Cavill deserves so much better. And honestly, eat my ass, Warner Brothers, and go fuck yourself, David Zaslav. Yeah, the script's all over the place. I think Henry Cavill is a great Superman. He's not Christopher Reeves or anything, but here it feels like he's Hope, someone you can look up to. And I'm glad they took the approach to this is an alien. Should we really trust them? Because, I mean, yeah, it's an alien. I don't think we should really trust them first. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be stealing some shit from a friend here. So, I'm quoting a friend here. Okay. So, Superman putting himself in jail, surrendering himself to gain the trust is apparently a very Superman thing for him to do. That way he can gain their trust and whatnot. And I'm actually just going to straight up read off what he said. Okay, so let me scroll up. His connections, okay, so anyways, there's one other crucial aspect of Superman they got right. His connections to humanity. Even after he becomes Superman and learns who he has a good amount of time in his regular human class interacting with his mother in and out of the suit. The movie shows his functional relationship with her, which, again, does kind of put what I was saying into words. Now into the changes that I thought worked. Not me, the guy I'm reading this off of. Everyone hates Jonathan Kent in this movie, but I don't know. Seems like a realistic reaction to his son doing something that could put all of them in danger. It's clear he's a scared dad who's just trying to keep his son safe, while knowing he's destined for greatness, nothing less. The main movie theme is the freedom of choice, and Jonathan knows he can't protect Clark forever, and now he'll make the right choice of what he wants to do with his life eventually. Clark's also a more realistic, humanized character. He's not optimistic and happy-go-lucky from the start, but he's chill and capable and willing to help under the brooding surface. That does sound like Superman to me, just what my knowledge is about. I actually do really like that. He develops into a true hero as the movie continues, throwing aside traits that could be construed. Yeah, okay, so, yeah. So I do think right there, I think this could be is a good Superman film, you know? I also like how this is sort of an origin story to not only Superman, to Clark Kent. Yeah, but he's been Clark for a long time, but he fully becomes Clark, if you know what I'm saying. At the end of the film, he puts on the glasses and works for the Daily Planet. So this was me stealing from a friend. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is a great film with amazing visuals, great character writing, and on-the-edge seat action, with a few downsides, such as that action being a bit too much, and being a bit too much, and some admittedly stupid scenes that, if you think about, can hurt your brain. Like, I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, Superman's really strong, so why didn't he just point Zod's head somewhere else? Still a great moment. I'm gonna give Man of Steel an A. Oh, wait, no, I'm editing this. Why did I have to do that? So, yeah, okay. I'm doing these reviews alongside my Star Wars reviews. So, next video will either be Batman v Superman or A New Hope, if I release both of these at the same time. At the time of writing this, I haven't finished that movie yet, but I actually did just finish the movie yesterday, so yeah, and I have some mixed opinions on it, and I do have some mixed opinions. Until next time, see you.